That Cassius Culpepper guy I shared with you guys the other day. It's only got like 3 songs, that blues guy.
You pay somebody for what? For what? You're paying for what?
I said, don't hit start recording is what I meant to say, because I'm playing music. We'd have to pay him if we put it out. Like, do you have the warning? Do you have the warning on your screen right now? Mine says set up professional audio and audio settings. So on my side, because it picked up music that might be recorded, it's warning us. Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn it, brother.
Hey, it's all good because this week at work I tried to copy a $100 bill just to mess around with people. And my copier at work said, you cannot copy this. It is illegal. And like it's built into the fucking hardware. So I pressed fucking print again to see if it would do it. And it printed it out, but with lines going through it all. So it's built into our Xerox copier try and copy in full color a $100 bill in a copier as soon as
you know that shit's linked to a network that probably just sent out something to the feds, right?
I know, it's cool, right?
Dude is out here trying to copy money. Oh,
I just thought
God.
it was really crazy that it was built into the fucking copier software or hardware. That's crazy.
2024, man. It's amazing.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Shit, like we own a new copier. It's like a 2016 version. It's like the Kareem Hunter running backs. Come on. Bam.
That's called a callback.
Yeah.
That's
Hey guys, we're doing 2 this week, huh? All right.
running it back.
I like it. Yeah.
Is Jordan Addison gonna play this week? Anybody have any info?
I don't know. I don't have him on any teams. I haven't looked at him.
They initially said it was gonna be a multi-week absence, so I don't know. But do you guys see who I played last week in the main league?
Yeah, I
Who
did.
you played?
Jalen Naylor.
Yeah, Jalen Naylor.
Yeah.
I started him and he got me 14 something points.
Yeah. I was bummed that did you pick him up? Did you put in a waiver claim for him, or did you just get him at 11 o'clock?
Neither.
That's not true. Didn't you just pick him up?
Oh, maybe, but I ended up dropping him during the week.
No. Yes, maybe.
Wait, you dropped him? You dropped him and then repicked him up? I missed you. God damn it! How did I miss that?
I don't know, but I had him, and then I dropped him for Keenan Allen's backup because I thought, well, I'm going to need somebody in case Keenan's not ready to go Sunday night. But then on Sunday morning, they announced that Keenan definitely wasn't playing. So I was like, well, fuck, I'm not even messing with that situation. So I picked Jalen Naylor back up.
That's a bust. I totally missed it.
I think your team name has to be like Carpenter or something because you're a nailer.
Did you see what his nickname is?
God damn it. I need that so bad. You guys are the fucking worst.
Yes. Like, yeah, it is.
Did I see your
Naylor?
team name?
Naylor has an actual nickname. They call him Speedy Naylor, which is interesting. I mean, it reminds me of like a nail gun or something. But Speedy Naylor, I guess, was his nickname as a rookie. And this year in the offseason, they asked Justin Jefferson. They said, "Who's going to be the breakout player on the Vikings this year?" And he said, "Speedy." He's like, that guy's due for a breakout this year. Watch out. So I wouldn't be surprised. I know Addison's good, and he was, he's got all the pedigree, but I wouldn't be surprised if Naylor stays involved even when Addison comes back.
I wouldn't be surprised either after the game he just put up. And I looked at him that same week you got him. I didn't put in a waiver claim. I was like, maybe I can just grab him at 11, I've been racing you. If you noticed, I've been there. I don't know if you've noticed. If you've seen, I've been setting my alarm.
Oh, the bullshit West Coast loophole. Yeah, fuck off.
Well,
fuck off, all
there's
of
a
you.
few. There's a few things we need to talk about.
Thank you, brother.
In that thing, that is, I don't mind that so much. Is the 11 o'clock thing? It works out for me.
It helps you.
But the dynasty one is stupid to me. The fact that I can't pick anybody else up the rest of the week is until waivers clear again on Wednesday or whatever. That's just so stupid. Like, what year is this?
And why are there no free pickups in Dynasty? Why can't we have guys not on waivers for at least one day a week?
That's what
Let's talk about it all.
That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, we can go back to that.
I can answer those questions, but just to put a cherry on top of this Jalen Naylor conversation is, I knew that you wanted Jalen Naylor.
I know
and
you did.
Had you responded to any of my text messages throughout the week, had you responded to any of my
I know.
offers to, hey, Ben, let's just talk. I have some players you want, you have some players I want. Let's just have a conversation. But I just get ghosted all week, just absolutely ghosted. But it's funny because I go in the group thread and I tag Ben in the group thread just to see if he's like on his phone, and he'll reply to that. He's just ghosting me in the private chat. Like,
got to keep up appearances for the group.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a nervous trader, man. I'll admit it. I'm
You
not.
had like 7 tight ends offered to you on Sunday that you wanted a tight end. You had like 7 offered just between me and Nate.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you guys aren't
couldn't
going to
even
give
do-
them to me for anything. Like
You
like,
didn't ask. You can't make the decision in your head ahead of time going, ooh, I'm not going to ask her out because she may say no.
Hey, look,
you
I
just
got-
ask her out, dog.
I
See what
threw-
she says.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I would have
Look,
traded. I would've
Tremble
traded
did
you-
fine. I got 5 points from him. Tremble.
Okay. All right.
I would have traded you Kittle for something of value, like a draft pick, because I don't use him most week. I have Kelsey, right? So
Yeah.
I
Would
would
you
have
have done
traded
it for
him
a
to you
third?
for like a draft pick or maybe a player plus a pick. But you have to engage. You have to have the conversation
Yeah.
to even get to that point.
Yeah.
And when you didn't even engage, when I texted you and I was like, hey, let's make a deal, and you didn't answer, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna send him a bullshit trade I know he won't accept then. So I sent you Kelsey for Brock Purdy. Good thing you didn't take that. Kelsey only scored 1 point.
Hey, would you have done it for a third that day in the moment for Kittle?
No,
For
no.
Ben?
No,
Second?
Kittle's worth the first right now. Kittle's worth the first.
Oh,
See,
first.
that's what I'm talking about. He wants to give me he wants me to give up a first for a
I
tight
have
end.
a hard time for. I have a hard time for. No. Oh well, Nate's
That's what his
going to be a
value
wait.
is.
Hold on. Nate's going to be a late first. So that's yeah, late
That's what
first.
Kittle's value is
No.
the first round pick. And you're right. I have a late first.
I'll put him in my keep trade cut right now that all you fuckers use, and we'll see. I hate these fucking things.
I actually went to a trade analyzer for the first time.
Don't you hate it? Do you feel dirty? I feel dirty.
I feel like if I don't start doing this, I'm not going to compete. I can't read that.
You can't read it. It says
No.
Kittle.
Hold on, I'm going to fact check him real quick, Ben.
Kittle's 43.91, and a 2025 late first is 44.03. So
You have tight end premium on. Turn it off. He's 35.91. See,
You're right,
that's how he
tight end
gets you, Ben. That's how he gets you.
Oh,
He
what is this
inflates the
tight end
numbers,
premium
dog!
shit? What is this shit?
Listen.
Keeping
Whoa,
it real.
whoa,
play-
whoa,
keeping it
whoa,
real.
whoa.
I play
Yeah.
in multiple dynasty leagues. Most of them are tight end premium. So yes, I do have that
Brother,
setting
that's
on.
just called an angle. It's not. It's
Oh,
not bad. It's
those
just an
angle
Just
shooters.
an angle.
Angle shooters. Angle shooters.
That's
okay,
your
so
theme
let's say-
song. Do it.
Hey
Let's
Bobby,
say
we need a
Kittle,
song.
Yeah.
you are a Niner fan, right? Still not converted to Rams all
Has
the way.
nothing to do with it.
Fuck
Nothing to do with it.
you.
I
Fuck
get that,
you.
but listen, Kittle for Evan Ingram. Kittle's valued more than Evan Ingram. You throw in a third round pick, bam. I would have
would've
traded you.
So
You would have taken a hurt guy?
Yeah, because I would have played Kelsey.
So Ben, they're
Oh.
saying on keep trade cut, they're saying Kittle's directly valued to a 2027 late first round.
Okay.
So 2025 late first,
Second
I think it would be
rounder.
too valuable.
I think, yeah, second rounder.
Okay, second round.
Anyways.
Okay, perfect. All right, we can move on.
The point is, you can't even start negotiations until
unless you start negotiations.
Yeah, until you reply, and you can say, well, then what would you want, right? And then I say, okay, I like these players on your team. I'm not willing to trade those players, but I potentially could trade this player. Okay, I'll take that player, but if you throw in a third round pick and you check your keep trade cut, you see, okay, is the value sort of line up? Do I want it? Yes, no, right? But you have to have those And by the way, that's
Yeah.
part of the fun of playing
Did you just
fantasy football.
explain to us how to have a fucking?
He's explaining
way
it to
over-explained
me.
that,
He's
dog.
educating
You way
me.
over-explained
It's
that.
fine. I appreciate the education. Although I'm not.
Here's how you talk to each other.
Yeah.
What happened last time you and I traded, Ben?
I
You don't even remember, huh?
don't even remember. It's been so long.
Yeah,
The
it
last
has been.
The last time you and I traded, you were desperate for a wide receiver, and I believe it was somebody from the Chargers, Andre Carter, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
And At the last minute, I agreed to do that trade with you. I gave him to you, and
Yeah.
you were playing me that week, and you beat me with him.
That's right. I do
Well,
remember
That's
that.
good.
Don't-
I like those.
It don't always go bad for you, right?
Not always. Not always. I thought about trading Alex this week because I was facing, but I psyched myself out because I'm facing him, and I was like, I don't want to make his team better. Why would I do that?
So what
I
was the
didn't.
trade? Let's see what would have happened.
I don't even remember off the top of my head now. I'd have to go look at it. But he
Yeah.
needed a running back, which it turns out he didn't actually need one. But
How many leagues do you play in, Ben?
3.
uh,
There's 3 dynasty or
two
No, it's
dynasty
not
and
true.
one.
I'm playing in a friend's a maker league also,
What's a
which
maker
I'm
league?
like a bunch of my buddies that I do like
Brownies,
Oh,
cupcakes, you know, that
makers.
kind of shit. Dude,
like
you know.
like a
Yeah,
couple of
bakers.
my other friends.
Okay.
You
So
don't
you play
have
in
other
four
friends.
or five leagues,
a couple.
including guillotine. I know, Matt, you play in like 5 or 6 leagues, or probably more, right? Up to 10,
I'm
maybe.
down this year to 3, 5, 6 total. 6 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you imagine going the whole fantasy season without making any trades?
Well, I mean, I've done it in some leagues. Sometimes you have the right team, or they're just not the right value. But I get what you mean. Yeah, yeah. It's a fun
Like, to
part.
me, that's like part of the fun of playing in a fantasy league is that like you're negotiating, you're chatting with your buddies. You're constantly going back and forth. I like this, I like that. No, let's talk again next week. Let's see what happened. You know, to me, that's part of the fun. Like,
here's the thing. The last 2, maybe 3 seasons, and this is true about most of my fantasy leagues the last couple of years, and it may be because it's the research I do puts me on to certain players. I don't feel that I've had the random guys on my bench that had a couple of good spike weeks where I can really get good value out of them. I feel like my guys are playing exactly as they should be playing, and I don't have the extra value to build trades. So it may be the research I'm doing is putting me on the wrong guys, but I'm staying competitive, but I'm also not necessarily winning the championship. So I've had trouble finding that value to trade the last couple of years. So because I don't like giving picks away. I don't like giving picks away. I just don't.
I'm always trying to find an angle, right? And I play in a lot of public leagues too, you know, with strangers, right?
Yeah.
And you know, they're constantly in these dynasty leagues, there's a lot of trading that goes on, and they're constantly putting players on the block. So every week I'm going to look at the block. Okay, who is this guy putting on the block and what does he say he wants? Okay, he says he wants a running back. I've got 4 running backs. Where's the angle? Right. And that's fun to me, is the problem solving, trying to figure out the math. Okay, if I do this, what would my team look like the rest of the year if I was, you know?
Yeah.
I've got 16 leagues that I gotta go through.
I've enjoyed the flex dynasty you invited me to last year. Ben, this league's crazy. 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and like 6 flexes. Like, you can do anything you want, dude. It's just crazy. I've enjoyed playing with you in that league, watching how you interact with people outside of our friend group playing football. You're active even there, not necessarily as active, I don't know, as you are with our friends, because it's just cool talking to friends about shit. But you're still active. And like today, I think it was today or yesterday, you're texting like 11 a.m. about trades. And I'm like, fucker, I'm working, dude. I can't do that shit right now. But so, dude, it's not that I need to learn from you or anything. I'm not saying that. You suck at fantasy football. I'm so good.
Yeah,
but it's fun seeing you outside of the friend group do it. See that you kind of do it the same way. So.
Yeah, well, in those sleeper threads, there's a lot of chatter that goes on in the main chat room, but then there's a lot of DMs that go on too, which you're not privy to. Right. And yeah, I've got a few guys in each of those leagues. I only play in 2 sleeper leagues, but there's a couple of guys that I've got constant communication with, and we've got good rapport with each other. And then every once in a while, there's that fucking one douchebag. Like, you'll send him a trade offer, and he'll write you back and be like, either you're stupid or you think I'm stupid. Yeah. And you're like, okay, well then that's the last time I chat you, right? Like, I don't need to fucking deal with some douchebag in Minnesota or wherever fucking. Right, but
angry at the Vikings, huh? I get
it. Yeah, obviously,
he's mad right now.
Built up resentment against
he's just mad.
All right, so we didn't even talk about the Debo fucking injury. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. You're gonna be out 3 weeks, 4 weeks? What?
Hard to tell. I mean, they didn't put him on the IR, so they're not thinking 4 weeks, right?
Well, what was the injury? I didn't watch the game.
He got.
Oh, that's right. You said it was contagious. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I remember now.
I saw a tweet today that said Christian, expect him to come back, week 6, 7, 8, whatever, whenever he comes back, but don't expect him to be the workhorse to the playoffs. That's how this injury is going to play out. And I go, cool, as a Niners fan, sucks for Nate, but that's fucking.
Hey, who's that other receiver on our team?
Juwan Jennings?
No, the other one that
Cowing? Oh, Ben's setting us up for something.
The other one. The one.
There is no other one. There's nobody.
Ayuk?
Yeah, what happened to him? What happened to that guy?
I don't know. I'm asking the same question. What happened to him? Where was he last weekend?
Well, he skipped all of training camp, right?
Dropped balls in the end zone week 1. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I think he'll have a big week this week. Although
him and Kittle have to.
Yeah. Selfishly, I'm hoping it's Kittle because I have Kittle in more leagues than I have Ayuk.
Yeah, baby.
No, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the impact of skipping training camp. And I actually heard something on the radio yesterday, which I don't know if I ever realized this before, but somebody said the other day, the reason that the Chiefs start out so hot in September every year is because they go full bore during the preseason. That their starters, Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey, those guys play in the preseason games. Not all 4 quarters, but they play in every preseason game. They're ready for the football season by the time it starts. And a lot of teams aren't doing that these days. Yeah, and,
I believe the Saints did that this year too. I'm
they?
not positive, but I think I heard that in a little blurb in the podcast. But
I mean, it makes sense with how they look as well. But the Niners don't do that. Obviously, they
we're too fragile.
Played.
We're too fragile.
Yeah,
no.
The Rams don't do it either. I don't think. If I remember correctly, they didn't play any of their starters.
Which would be
it's interesting.
It would be an argument to make that I'd rather close hot than to start hot. But then again, we're talking about the Chiefs, and they do both, right? They start hot, then they have a lull in the middle of the season, and then they close hot. That's the formula you want to replicate somehow.
Are we going to see any of your preseason favorite Niner at all coming up? Do you think they're going to bring Cowan in to supplement any of the Debo stuff? He's kind of built the same. He's kind of same kind of.
He's not built the same.
Well, isn't he around the same height at least? There might not be the same height, thickness.
With Debo, you're talking about thickness.
Yeah, they don't have the same
body.
Not the same thickness, but he's the same height. He's got the speed like Debo.
Well, so all of our guys run 4.6s, right? Basically, except for like the rookies and stuff, like Debo, Ayuk. Like nobody's a 4.4 guy. Nobody's a 4.3 guy. I think they're all 4.6 guys, huh?
Debo's fast. Ayuk's fast. I don't know what all their 40 times are, but they're all fast.
They're all like 4.6 guys. I don't think they're that fast.
Look,
I don't think speed is necessarily what we need in our offense. Is kind of what I'm getting to. We're being in the right place, the right time for the right play. It's not Miami. It's not Chiefs. But
can I selfishly finish my my thought?
Sorry, brother.
I picked up Juwan Jennings as a guy off the waiver wires this week. So I'm concerned, is Jennings going to be the guy, or are they going to bring Cowan in to be the guy? No,
the answer is Jennings. In fact, we talked about 11 o'clock, the West Coast loophole.
Yeah.
Had you not put in a waiver claim for Jennings, that was the first player I was picking up at 11 o'clock.
I knew it. And that's why I put in my claim. Yeah.
I was gonna beat you to that one for sure at 11, but yeah, Jennings, he'll be the benefactor. He's going to get a lot of the Debo, opportunities there, and Kittle, of course, Ayuk.
I like to see his stats for like the last 8 games.
Who?
I like to see his stats, Jennings, for like the last 8 games from last season on. I think it would be more impressed than we're probably remembering. I think he's been a big part of our team lately.
He was great the end of last year.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think he's that valuable more than.
Yeah, but do you remember when it started? During the 3 games that Debo was out last year.
Yeah.
That's when Jennings really stepped up.
Was that early season?
Involved. Yeah.
Was that early?
No, it was mid-season.
Mid-season. Okay.
Yeah, mid-season. Debo missed 3 games, and then Jennings stepped up, and then from that point forward, he was involved.
JJ's great, man.
He's awesome. I mean, 3rd and 1. That's a.
Yeah. 3rd and Juwan.
That's who they go to, right?
Yeah. Do you ever listen to the games on radio?
No.
Oh man, you got
if I have a TV.
Our radio guy who does our radio call. He's awesome, dude.
I hear him because I watch all the there's a show that I like to watch on YouTube called 49 Hours. Have either one of you guys watched that? It's awesome. It's like a 20-minute documentary which recaps every game. It'll start out with like a couple of days before the game, and then it'll go all the way through the game. And then it's got Papa, the radio announcer doing the game. It's fun. I only watch it when we win, so I haven't watched this week's episode. I can't stomach those episodes when we lose. It hurts too much. But when we win, I always watch it. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, he's just great. I've been catching him on the radio like every once in a while when I can't be, at home and they're playing. I'll catch him on my drives on Sundays, and he's just great to listen to. Him and whoever his partner is. I can't remember his name, but
yeah, yep.
3rd and Juwan.
So before we move on to the next topic, I know you and I, the 3 of us, talked offline, and we said, should we invite guests? And we thought it would be kind of interesting just to like throw out some random invites and see who joins us. So
yep.
I don't want to say who we've thrown invites out to, But just you check your email, guys. You never know. On
So
Wednesdays
it's just
when we
like it's a
record-
rat race. We're gonna send out 5, 6, maybe 10, maybe 11. Who knows? Whoever gets here first, we'll put you on. The rest you can just sit in the lobby and wait.
Well, now you're making it seem too exclusive of the club. I don't think it's that exclusive.
I'm just
We're building this way
you
out
all know
than
me.
I
You know that
thought.
was a joke. Come on. Nobody thought that was serious.
This is changing on the fly. I mean, immensely.
Yeah. Hopefully one or two of you guys will join, because I like to mix it up a little bit and have conversations with different people. But I know that Ben sent out some invites today.
I sent out a few.
Hey, so real football, just for a second. Who the fuck thought the Commanders would be at the top of their division? Seahawks at the top of their division. I mean, Jesus Christ, like this shit's fucking cattywampus this year. It's fucking odd. Let's see, Chargers 2-0 over the Chiefs, or tied with the Chiefs. Steelers 2-0. I don't know, dude. Like Ravens 0-2. Are you kidding me? Bengals 0-2. This season has started off so weird, which is going to make for great football going down the stretch.
Are you really surprised about the Chargers, as surprised as a lot of people are? I was at a Monday Night Football thing last night, and they were talking all about the Chargers, and they were, half the guys were like, couldn't believe the Chargers are where they are, and there was a couple of the guys like myself who were like, "You're really surprised Harbaugh came in the league?" And
no, it's Panthers Raiders. Sorry, my bad. That's who they beat. My bad. They've only put up 22 and 26 points.
Who, the Chargers?
No, yeah.
They took out the Raiders. The Raiders have been playing well, haven't they? The Raiders D has been
they
really
beat
good.
The Ravens.
Yeah.
By the way, that was fun to watch in Vegas. So many Raider fans where I was at, and they're just going nuts when they're coming back and beating the Ravens. That was pretty fun.
I mean, their running game has been off the chain. J.K. Dobbins has just been like, holy shit, Matt,
baby.
you called that. But even Gus was running off his ass. I mean, he's not getting as big a production, but he's still being effective.
They'll use him all season, even though he's going to get three yards in a cloud of dust every time.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's hard for Harbaugh to take anybody by surprise after his stint with the Niners, where he went to 3 NFC Championship games in his first 3 years.
Yeah.
Right? And then goes to Michigan, and last year he had an undefeated season, wins the national championship. So I think a lot of people did expect the Chargers to be improved this year. The more surprising one was when he first came to the Niners. Nobody expected Alex Smith and the Niners to be competitive that year.
Yeah.
And they made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. So yeah, I think Harbaugh is going to have him right in the mix the entire year. I think he's going to take him all the way to. I
was just surprised with undefeated after 2-0, because we didn't really know who was going to be a receiver coming in. We thought McConkey, we thought Quinton, we thought Rice, we thought, there was Palmer, right? Is the other
guy.
Tell
you who it's not is Jordan Palmer
Joshua
Palmer, or whoever the Palmer is.
Neither of those fucking Palmer boys are catching a fucking ball.
Aren't catching nothing. It's sad, dude. I'm like, Alex, look for some McConkey trades.
We were just unsure of the offense. Is more, I guess.
The funniest division by far is the AFC South, because you got the Texans at 2-0, and then you got all the other teams at 0-2. Yeah. Are they just going to run away with this thing? Are they going to lock up a playoff spot by like week 6? Like,
dude, those quarterbacks. Stroud's the only quarterback in that fucking division, dude. Like, Will Levis looks terrible, but they've had a tough schedule to start out. I get that, but Jaguar. I mean, just those quarterbacks look bad in that division.
What do we think about the Andy Dalton resurgence of the big green machine, red machine, whatever his name was?
How about the red rifle?
The red rifle.
The big green machine.
The big green machine. Where is it? Yeah, what is that? What?
I knew it was a color, and there was a machine in there. They're big.
There's colors involved.
Something. One of those.
Red, green.
Yeah,
Dude, listen. How bad is Bryce Young? Terrible. Fucking terrible. He's 5'10". He's a fucking little he's a little
Heisman. He's a little Heisman winner. In the right situation. Okay, let me ask you this. I'm not a Bryce Young fan by any means, but you got a kid who played well in college, good enough to be the Heisman Trophy winner. He went to a shitty team. Can somebody take him and put him on a better team? And
Trey Lance?
Do you think he would be successful somewhere else, or are we punting on Heisman Trophy winner after one bad opening to the season? Are we punting on him?
Last year sucked too.
It's worth mentioning where he won that Heisman, right? Because Alabama has a history of building teams with defense and a huge offensive line and okay quarterbacks, right? I mean, there's
Okay.
been a ton of Alabama quarterbacks that didn't do much in the NFL.
Yeah,
Not
but
more
not
than USC,
Not
though.
Heisman.
USC has more quarterbacks that failed.
Not Heisman winners though. They had
Yeah, well, okay. So Tua was the highest, of caliber that was coming out. He didn't do anything until Mike McDaniel got there, right?
yeah.
Jalen Hurts also played at Alabama, and he's been awesome, of course. So, there is some precedent for Alabama quarterbacks coming out, but there's such a long history of Alabama quarterbacks prior to that that didn't do shit. So I don't know. I
So
don't think Bryce Young is going to do anything.
Yeah, I'm over Bryce Young. Here's my point with Andy Dalton, because that's where you started, Ben.
Yeah.
I think he is twice as good a quarterback right now as Bryce Young. He'll be consistent. He'll get the ball where it's supposed to be. He'll have the right timings on the run. Jonathan Brooks should be really happy. The running backs that are there currently should be really happy. I think Deontay Johnson's stock goes up. I think everybody's stock goes up. I picked him up in main league only not because I think he's going to be great, not because I want to play him. Tua is going to be out past Dak's bye, so I couldn't use him, so I had to drop Tua. Picked up Andy Dalton because week 7, Dak's bye, he plays Washington. That's the only reason I'm willing to play him, because it's against Washington.
You're going to hold him that long?
Well, it's week 7, man. It's only 4 weeks away. And there's nobody else right now better. If I can get somebody better, I'll drop him.
I'll bet you don't hold him that long.
But that's fine. If I get somebody better, I'll drop him. But right now, it's the best matchup I could find sitting there for free without burning a waiver prior or anything. But yeah, Ben, I think all their stock goes up. Not to a playoff team, not anything, but they were so bad.
Did you see
what Dalton did in his one start last year?
No, what happened?
What Andy Dalton did in his one start last year. You guys remember
Who was it
that?
against?
I don't have it in front of me, but he only started one game last year. And if memory serves me, and I just looked it up the other day before I put in waiver bids for him, I believe he scored 27 fantasy points.
Yeah. He's not going to take you to the playoffs, but he's a lot better than a lot of quarterbacks playing. Or not a lot. Better than the bad ones.
There was actually a conversation at that time last year when he played that game that, maybe he won't give the job back. But then, of course, Bryce Young got healthy, came back, and it wasn't even a quarterback competition. But yeah, I mean, Andy Dalton's a serviceable quarterback, and they've got some okay weapons, especially once Jonathan Brooks gets there. Deontay and Thielen and Leggett.
Yep.
Who knows?
Yeah, Thielen's been a ghost this season. They've all been ghosts this season because he hasn't really competed. Yeah. He hasn't really completed a pass really very much this season. But I'm interested to see what he can do for them. Yeah, I mean, dude, Deontay Johnson, man, like he could have a resurgence if Dalton gets in there and
he's as good as the quarterbacks Dalton is as good as the last couple of years of quarterbacks that Johnson has played with. So it should be the same as his last couple years ever decent.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, who would you rather start week 7? Andy Dalton or coming off of a bye week with his receivers probably off the IR by then?
Send the trade. Matt Stafford's on. He just got dropped today. He's on the waiver wire. That's what I'm saying.
He's sitting right there on the waiver wire.
But he's on waivers right now. I can't pick him up for free like I did with Andy Dalton. So Andy Dalton's my guy until I can upgrade. But I'd be fine playing him if I have to. I mean, is what it is.
Yeah. But
he could come out. He could look horrible in the next couple games. I'd drop him 100%. But yeah, whatever.
I think Dalton's worth
3 weeks out when it comes to buys.
If you're in a super flex league, I think Dalton's definitely a worthy add. We had a conversation on our dynasty thread yesterday about what his value was on the fab market. It turned out that in one of our leagues, he went for $950 out of 1,000, which is bullshit.
What'd you bid? I didn't even ask you.
In that league, out of 1,000, I think I ended up bidding 501 or something like that. I did a 50% bid, and I didn't get him. And there's another league that I play in where I actually had over 50%, and at the last minute, I decided not to. I went down to 321, and he went for like 350, like just barely above. And that's the crazy thing about Fab is it's so unpredictable. One league he goes for 950, another league 350. Like that's crazy. Yeah. And then in another league, I put a small. I didn't get him in any of the leagues. Any league that I play Fab, I didn't get him. So,
dude, I would vote to move every league I play into Fab. I just love it. I love Fab so much. It's a whole nother way to fuck your friends, another way to get your guy. It doesn't matter about waiver orders. You get the guy you fucking want when you want him. I love it.
It's just too unpredictable. Like there's no way of really knowing what a player is going to go for. And if you really want him, what you have to pay for him.
That's fun.
It's frustrating.
Yes, but fun too, man. It is frustrating because you can fuck yourself week 1 or 2. You can spend the $950 on the guy when the next highest bid was 600. You're like, fuck, man. But you know you made the mistake and it lives with the all season. That's fun. That's fun.
Oh, speaking of Fab, so there's a dynasty league that I play in. It's a $200 buy-in. They do Fab, $1,000 Fab, right? And months before the season, I had too many wide receivers. I had to get rid of one of them, so I put them all up on the block, and I said I'm willing to trade these guys for Fab because you can trade for Fab in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody offered me $430 for Curtis Samuel. I smash accepted it. This was right after Samuel signed with Buffalo. I smash accepted it. So I had 1430 in Fab, and going into last night's waiver thing, I put in a bid for $429 for Andy Dalton. Didn't get him, but
Oh wow.
the best part is you could put a $429 bid in and still have more Fab than everybody.
Okay, and I know you'll agree that his offer to you makes no sense. Whether you're a team that's winning and needs somebody, whether you're a team that's losing, like I don't get how that would help any team spending that much money in that player. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
No, it makes no sense. And
no sense at all.
I had seen a few Fab trades happen in a few dynasty leagues on that platform, and they were all for like 30, 40, $50. And so when I put it up, I'll just trade him for Fab. I didn't say the dollar amount. And when he sent me 430, I was like, fucking smash. I'll smash that all day. Curtis Samuel. Now,
I really hope that you ask him. Maybe he meant $43 and just mistyped it or something. Because that's just like I can't even think how anybody would think that. Like even the most inexperienced guy, there's no stats this year to make it happen. Like if he spends all his Fab, does he get first pick next year or something? Like
no, he thinks Curtis Samuel is going to be the new Diggs, right? It was right after Curtis Samuel had signed with Buffalo, and he thinks all it cost me is Fab.
This didn't happen now. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it was right after he had signed with Buffalo.
Heard you wrong.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so if Curtis Samuel turned into the new Diggs, maybe I look stupid for trading him for 430 in Fab, right? But
yeah, no.
It'll come in handy, I think, at some point this year. It's a competitive team that I should be able to win with.
Brother, I see you over there. You're not very talkative today, so I got a question for you.
I'm listening to all the Fab talk. I'm not in a lot of Fab leagues. Just the what is
all
that?
Right, let's go old dynasty league, old man dynasty league. I know Nate doesn't.
Our original dynasty,
yeah, original OG dynasty.
The only dynasty league we play in, guys.
Because
OG dynasty.
All right. Isn't the Empire? Is that just a startup league?
No, it's just called Empire.
Yeah, Empire. He just likes to call it Empire because he
wants
an Empire
league. Got it.
So Ben, you've had one of the most competitive teams in the last 2 years. You, Bobby, Nate. I mean, you guys have been right there.
Teams in the
You're
toilet.
0-2.
In the toilet, dude.
You're in the toilet. I've been talking to you. I've been begging you for a year on this podcast and alone to trade, man. You got guys on your bench. You're not playing. Trade, build your value back up. You haven't done it. You hate trading. You're fucking scared of trading. You said you get nervous. I get it. Are you regretting where you're sitting now with the players you have? Do you think you should have done something last year? And are you thinking that you're going to do some big trades now? Because 0-2, it's 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my team. I'm probably hurting and big. Look, here's the thing. I said to myself 2 weeks ago, I said, oh, man, look at me. Coop. I got Cup. I got Puka.
Coop and Cup?
I had Coop and Cup and Puka. I had all three of them.
And Puka.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Nakua.
Yeah, and Nakua. And I thought to myself, like, dude, now is the time to try and dump Cup, right? I should really make a trade, try and offer him to somebody. I should really do that. And then literally the next week he gets hurt, right? Or whatever it was, Puka went down or whatever, however it happened. And I thought to myself, damn, dude, I really blew it and I missed my opportunity. My question to you is, did I, or is he still tradable?
No,
Puka or Cup?
Right now wouldn't be optimal.
Cup?
You don't want to trade Cup while he's injured.
Yeah.
Obviously, you would have gotten a lot more from him. The best time to trade him would have been after week 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially, we talked on this pod about.
That's why I thought about it. This is only week 3 coming up. So week 1, I was like, shit, man, now's the time I should be trading him, right? And I didn't pull the trigger because I was scared.
You're not the only one, though. I have Cup in a few dynasty leagues, and I didn't offer him out to anybody after week 1 because those are competitive teams, and you have a competitive team. Do you know where you are in total points after 2 weeks?
No.
Don't tell him that yet. I still want to see how sad he is about his team right now.
He's the 4th highest scoring team. So you're 0-2, but you get the 4th most points. You know where I am? I'm 2-0. But do you know how many points I have? I'm the 4th lowest scoring team.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. Listen, it's the way the ball bounces sometimes. You started out 0-2, but I still think you're going to be a playoff team.
I'm trying to get his guys, dude. You're fucking this shit up, dude. I just got him thinking that it was time to fucking trade. I'm trying to play Etienne shit off his bench, dude.
Look, what you want? Eckler, comeback player of the year. Oh, you want Travis Etienne?
Etienne has been on your bench for has he ever played except bye weeks?
No, he was in last week. I just benched him this week because I started Stevenson, Connor, and BJ, and
running backs, so many running backs.
I mean, if you look at your team, Ben, you still have a legitimate
receivers.
Going into a dynasty season, you should always ask yourself, if the ball bounces my way, do I have a legitimate chance to win this league? And the answer for you is yes, but it's you're not the best team in this league, so you need to probably make some moves to add some pieces, right? Yeah. You should be looking to maybe ship off some of your young guys for veterans to get stronger, right? Or maybe ship off some draft picks for veterans because you have a chance to really overtake me and Bobby if you get a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams in this league that have no chance of winning. I mean, literally 0% chance of winning. And they're also not making moves. And they could be making moves right now.
I'm trying. People are saying no to me.
You haven't sent me any trade offers yet.
That's true. No, everything Nate's saying is right. I agree with everything he's saying. We're on the same page with this, Ben.
Oh shit!
It's not the Ben podcast, but that's just one opinion. I just want to see
how Tommy Tremble's now hurt. I'm gonna have to trade for a tight end after all. Holy shit!
Well, there's 7 or 8 right here between us, so we offered you. All right. That's
what else is interesting in Dynasty this week? Anything? You guys got anything?
I don't know. I'd like to look at the new league a little bit. I don't think we've talked about.
Let's talk about the Empire League, where me and Ryan are 2-0.
Oh, well, before we move on to that league, I do want to make one more comment about the Dynasty League, the only Dynasty League.
OG.
Is that Ryan sent me a text a few weeks back, and he said that him and Bill have already had conversations and that they're really focused this year on rebuilding this team, and they're going to watch all of our teams and wait for injuries to happen so they can make trades and strike while the iron's hot.
2-minute drill. 2-minute drill.
Is it a 2-minute drill? We'll have to get to the Empire League later.
Wait, how many guys did you invite on this time, Ben?
I sent 4 invites.
And nobody. So that's 5 invites sent in 2 podcasts, and nobody's come on.
It's also middle of the afternoon, and we didn't give anybody.
I just want to say, Sean, we tried. So don't give me as much shit going forward, dog. We tried 5 of you. Half the league got invited.
But if you're going to give anybody shit, Sean, give Matt shit, because it's not Ben and I.
Well, let's tell him the truth then. I told Nate we should have reached out to Steve Wright to get him on just to fucking piss you off a little more. So
I think he would have loved that, actually. I think he would have loved that.
Too. All right, finish your thought.
No, my thought was that so far I've seen 2 things happen from Ryan and Bill. Is they traded T. Higgins for a second. I don't think that was good value. I think you could have done better. T. Higgins is still young. He's not the type of player I'd be trying to trade, especially not right now while he's injured. I would be trying to hold on to a T. Higgins. The players I'd be trying to trade are your older players. After he traded T. Higgins, I thought, well, maybe I can get Mike Evans for a second. Mike Evans is 31 years old. They won't let go of Mike Evans. So I don't know what the fuck Bill and Ryan are doing. I would recommend you guys go buy a Dynasty 101. Figure out how to fucking play this game because you're doing it wrong so far.
I wish I would have been the end of the podcast. You didn't time it right, dude. God damn it.
I thought you were going to stretch for another 10, 15 seconds.
Sean's trying to get in right now. Let's admit him to the.
Oh, yeah, let's do this. Bring him in. Guys, it's been a lot of fun today. I like what we're doing. Good podcast. I hope the rest of the guys enjoy it, but if they don't.
Hey, Ryan and my team are 2-0. We're facing Matt this week, 129 to 151 previewed. You're going down, brother. You're going down in
Is that
Empire.
Empire or Old?
Empire, baby.